The work of organizations or teams often yields important lessons, even unforeseen ones. However, what is learned is not always understood in depth or documented. Thus, over time, these valuable lessons might get lost. In addition, lessons learned that are not analyzed and documented are difficult to share with others. The method of systematization of experiences serves to systematically analyze a work experience by visualizing in depth what was done, understanding the internal logic of the intervention, and showing why it worked and why not. The results of a systematization can be used to reorient an action plan or a project if necessary, enrich a methodological proposal, or verify an intervention assumption. The central and indispensable aspect of a systematization is participation. This implies that the people involved in the experience systematize themselves and not an outsider. Of course, not everyone can participate all the time. Therefore, a facilitating team is defined to guide the process. Other people and/or representative groups who have participated in the experience are asked to provide their contributions at the different moments of the systematization. A systematization of experiences consists of 5 main moments and a starting point. Starting point. Form a systematization facilitator team, explain and agree on the systematization process with the participants. Defining the framework is fundamental to guide the process of a systematization, therefore, it is the first thing to be done. It specifies what it is to be systematized. It is not necessary to cover the whole work experience. It will be just as interesting and useful to systematize only parts of an experience. In order to understand and analyze a process, a work experience, it is essential to know the context in which it was developed. It is necessary to describe aspects such as the geographical area of the intervention, the profile of the people and organizations involved in the experience, the socio-political situation, etc. It is also necessary to explain the concepts on which the intervention is based. Without a full description of the context, it is difficult for outsiders to understand the experience in depth. Now it is time to reconstruct the history of the intervention. In other words, to tell the story of what happened. It is a matter of obtaining enough information about the experience to be systematized in order to visualize it as a process. It is not yet time to analyze the experience, but to realize what happened and how it happened. The framework of defining at the beginning of the systematization process guides the reconstructing and telling of the story. Up to this point, it has been focused on description. Now the next step is to go beyond the descriptive, to find a coherent and critical explanation of the experience. Not only to know what happened, but also to understand why it happened. Through a deep analysis, the implicit will be transformed into the explicit, and it will become clear what has been learned from the experience. To share the lessons learned with other people and institutions, it is necessary to communicate the results, the lessons learned, in one way or another. This can be done by means of a written document, a video, a radio program, or any other communication product that is appropriate for the target audience. Systematization does not have to wait until the end of a project or work, but can be started in the middle of the process or at any other time. Systematization can help to visualize and understand what is going on, whether the project is on the right track or if anything needs to be changed. Learning does not only happen when things work well. In fact, a lot can be learned from when things go wrong. Therefore, it is also useful to systematize unsuccessful experiences or experiences that didn't turn out as planned, to learn from failure.